Alright. No. No. Alright. We are here. And in a moment... Oh. Yep. Give me a second. Boop. Hello.
Hello, hello.
What is up? My home dog. Home slice. Shizzle biscuit. I don't know what I'm saying. Faux shizzle my biscuit, man. Alright, so I'm actually already on.
Okay.
And I was just about to say to no one that we will be having a guest today. Have you ever seen that in like the 80s there was this religious pamphlet or something that was about Dungeons and Dragons being like the devil, you know, being evil.
Heard of stuff like that.
And it was called Darkest Dungeon or Dark Dungeons. I think Dark Dungeons, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was actually a movie. Well, it was like 40-minute long movie made about it from people that actually make movies about Dungeons and Dragons, you know? So it's played completely seriously, but it's just a giant parody.
Yeah.
And like the cool kids in school are known as RPGers. They play satanic RPGs.
Yeah, I think I actually remember watching the person review this whole movie.
Well, I know JonTron did a video about it. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And there's like Cthulhu and everything.
Yeah.
And the people in the robes are just like, homosexuality has gone up this year thanks to our efforts.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Well, there's a reason I'm bringing this up.
Alright.
I named the stream today, "It's best you stay away from those RPGers." Because that's what one of the characters says to one of the main characters.
Yeah.
The movie ends with a book burning of Harry Potter and such.
It's been a while since I saw that stuff.
Anyway, what are you doing today?
Anyway, well, let's see. What can I do today? Working on character designs for my One Joyful Night story.
Ooh.
Christmas
Again?
story. Yeah, well, I've already had some work done. I just never got to touch others.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just
Stopped
redesigning
in
them.
the middle. I, I don't know how long ago I had done this. I just picked this. I don't know how to say. I guess a cuter design, and I decided to put darker shadows.
I almost said Dark Shadows, but that's like a completely different thing.
But yeah, yeah, doing that. I think I might actually go back to making it a game, but making it a Zelda-like survival horror.
Well, guess what? I can do that too. I know how to do that too.
I'll do that and kind of rework my
I could use
story a
a
bit.
Pixel Game Maker for something instead of always using RPG Maker.
Yeah, that's
It takes a
would
little bit
work.
more. What am I trying to think of? Takes a little bit more art though.
That's
It's a little
fine.
less standard.
Not gonna be crazy with stuff.
I'm sorry. I wasn't yawning at you.
Yeah, but that's overdoing just the past 2 days or so. Just taking it easy. That's it's a really, on top of being sick for so long, really beat on my arm. Like, it hurt immensely to try to
Like,
draw the comics. All
like,
the
did you
comic
just
commissions
like
I've done.
overwork it?
Yeah, I guess so. Again, from all the comics, I was trying to get them done so I could do my own things. And in that process, it was just hurting a lot. So I decided no comic commissions this month.
Oh, this month. So it's not just
Yeah,
taking them off completely.
that's, at least for now taking a break. It's if I do offer them again, probably at a much higher price. And probably be a little more strict again with what is shown. It's requested in those.
You'll have just like a giant paragraph.
It's just, I'll probably say, hey, one like full body shot, and then everything else has to be seen from half bodied or different angles. Like, too many people was like, all right, full body this and this and this, and that just adds so much more and so much detail. And for me, wanting to make those things look good, those really make it so they look terrible to me. Client always ends up liking it, but I like it's a cluttered mess to me.
Yeah.
Like a good example is that one, the How to Kill a Warlord, or whatever it is called. Everything's so cluttered in that one.
Well, now you're naming something on recording.
Yeah, I'm naming it, but that person hasn't commissioned anything for that for a long time, and I think it's because they were getting a lot of people wanting to know what was going on there,
Yeah, I
which
think it'll be.
happens.
I think it's fine.
That's fine. Again, it's been a long time since they commissioned. It's probably been, I feel like maybe 2 years or more now. No, I want to check because I don't recall.
I don't want to do anymore, so I'm just not even. I'm just gonna ignore it.
I mean, yeah, if they want to do another, again, they'll have to abide by these new rules that I'll put out there.
I'm just. Okay, so I'm gonna run through what I'm gonna be doing today, and I might ask your help a little bit, just like a thought or two. Uh, I'm gonna be mapping. I'm gonna be mostly my streams of this are gonna be mapping from now on, because there's something to see. But I might also jump into a little bit of character stuff. And we can, like, figure out stats or something for your character if you want.
Alright.
Yeah, I didn't mean like you draw the character, if that was what you were thinking through the text.
No.
Just like walk me through it kind of thing, and we can make some skills or something.
Yeah.
But at the moment, all I've done is I've done some recoloring. I like the grass of this courtyard, but it's just kind of empty in my mind. And it's like a school courtyard in the middle of the college. What you got any ideas of what I could put in here that wouldn't look terrible?
Uh, just a courtyard.
Like, I got a couple of flower beds. I should technically change the colors of the flowers and the grass in there because the grass is blue. And I got a couple of trees in planters, or not planters, but they're like they're fenced, you know?
Yeah.
And they're red, and I changed the color of the fountain, which I increased in size, so it's a little bit blurry, but just kind of ignore that for now. All of this is probably just a stand-in till later. But I like the brick, or not the brick, but I like my cobblestone path. It's like this red that cuts right through the blue. And got a couple of like gazebo awnings or whatever. A couple of statues that I put there just for like to fill the space, but like I got nothing, man. I got no ideas what I can do with this stuff. I could just leave the bottom area empty and be like, "Oh, that's like an event space that's not being used right now." And then later on, maybe there'll be like a band or something. Like, "Oh, this is the event that's playing right now." I don't know.
Give me a second to pop up the string. That's
I could put some
got to do.
more benches. Should be like bench. 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 And then, so that you could watch the event or whatever. Or it could be like standing room. I don't know. I think this area is very bare. You know?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's as bare as you think.
Am I too close to it? Am I just too close to the situation?
You could be like you take a step back from it, look at it. It looks fine.
Okay. Yeah, I've been like,
I don't think
I've been fretting about this for like 2 weeks, I think. Alright, well, I guess I'll just ignore that then. How do you like my grass, though?
Yeah, I like it.
It's soft on the eyes. I'm not sure about the fountain, but... And these are definitely a little too... I don't know. They're statues. Like, you know? That's about all I can say. Alright, never mind then. I will work on the second floor. I made a bunch of different beds. And the second floor of the college is going to be dorm rooms. But I have absolutely no clue on how to make these look nice either. I was thinking of like 4 beds per room. And I have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 rooms. So 4 times 4 is 16. And I have the same amount on the women's side. So there'd be 32 students in this prestigious Reaper Academy. Oh, my legs. Yeah, yeah. This is what I do on my Friday streams now. As I just kind of talk through my process. We talk about the game, give information if anybody asks about it, you know.
Yes, yes.
Right now, okay. It's. I'm being picky. All right, that's the problem here. I just keep looking at it. I'm like, this is so bare and personalityless.
Well, and hard to decorate it for the individuals.
Yeah, exactly, right? Alright. I copied and pasted it. Each room is the exact same. Now I can personalize them based on who is in them. First things first, we have to decide which room Constance and his rivals are in. And then we could personalize based on that. So I'm thinking Constance will be in this room, and he'll be the one with the red bed. That way he's kind of like tucked off into the corner, and he's that looks terrible. He's a bit booky. He's a bit booky of a nerd. Looks so... Are the beds supposed to be one closer? Is that the problem here?
They do look like they're kind of floating.
But if they put... I just want it up against the wall, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. But, tiles are weird, you know?
Yeah, no. Freaking... I know all too well how the tiles are weird.
I'm just letting you know the tiles are weird.
Freaking... Fine. I'll pull them out. Ow! Every time I make a bedroom, it bothers me. See, I put these up too. You know? I put those closer to the wall too, so... Should I fix those as well?
I was kind of suffering from the same thing.
Oh. I don't know what to do with those. Alright, we'll put an orange bed here. We'll put 2 blue beds.
Yeah, this stuff could also just be placeholders for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? It's 6:30. That means it's push-up time. I gotta go do 10 push-ups real quick, and then I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Ah, my feet are killing me.
Well,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ugh. What is this? Why did I take it from you without asking what it was first? I was not ready for that texture.
wow.
She held she was holding something in her hand, right? She held a tiny piece out to me, and I was like, I just put my hands on the floor. I'm not gonna grab it with my hands. And I was like, oh, it looks like some kind of bread or something. And then I bit it out of her hand and started chewing on it. I was like, oh. It was mozzarella, but it freaked me out.
Prepared for what it was, yeah.
It's because I wasn't ready. Brewhawk, welcome.
Hello, hello. Alright, well, in your cheese experience, how easy would you say it is to do those push-ups?
Not easy. I am in terrible shape.
Alright, but I was just saying, is it really breathing hard? It's just it's alright, I'm done with that.
Huh?
Yeah, that wasn't really good measurement, was it? Because, you see more benefit when it's a little bit more difficult. So, if they say a little too easy, maybe you gotta incline that.
I'm
Get the legs
also
up.
trying not to do the thing that I normally do, which is, yeah, we're gonna scale it up. Every 2 weeks, we're gonna increase it by 3, because I'm trying not to overdo it like I usually do and stop. So I'm trying to make it into a habit before I actually push myself.
Okay. It's for me, squats are pretty easy. So
Yeah,
I
squats
would
are way
do-
easier than push-ups for me.
I would either have dumbbells, 15-pound dumbbells each hand, or I would hold on to something and do one-legged squats.
Oh, I cannot do
You're
one-legged
going
squats
to
though.
feel that. They're pretty difficult, so I don't do them perfectly, but that's when I feel like let's get a little extra in there. But the
Yeah,
exercise I'm doing right now is pretty good.
yeah, you've been doing it for longer too, though.
Yeah. So getting good dumbbells. Yeah. Like I said, mine are 15.
I got a single 20-pound dumbbell.
Yeah. Dumbbell. Yeah.
Because I was
mine-
like, I can only afford one. So I just got the
Yeah.
one. I was like, I'll just switch hands.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. Do that way. And for me, it's just, I don't have to keep counting each arm to know where I'm at and what reps I'm doing. I can easily confuse myself. Like, did I do the full set, or do I need another? And then, end up even more working out less than I should, or a
You've
little
been
more than
sick.
I wanted. I'm just saying stuff.
Give yourself a break at least while you're sick.
I did give myself a break. I was sick. I was not touching them while I was sick. Too miserable.
What is this? Had trouble coming up with another skill for a good old boy seeing. Best you've thought is deface. It does damage, lowers accuracy with a chance to bleed. Hey, well guess what? I have a bleed. Deface. Well, I'll put it here for a placeholder at the moment. We're not gonna make it yet. We'll give you a couple hours, you know. Let's see if we can come up with something together. We'll just talk and shoot the crap while we're doing these things. Oh, I don't think you got to see it. So this is the courtyard now. I did a little bit of extra stuff. And I think this is how it's gonna stay. Ah, yeah. Well, thank you for thinking about it. Yes, Brewhawk has his character in here now. Yes, he's a tomb robber, Cian. He's like, my boy. And they're like, yes? And he takes the character under his wing for being a robber of tombs and crypts and such. Okay, we're personalizing these rooms a little bit. So I'm thinking that Constance will be here in this bed, right here. Alright, well, he's a book nerd. Nerd. I'm just looking. I think we'll go with wood instead of metal.
Wood.
Wood.
You're gonna go with wood.
I'm also gonna get rid of this clock here. We'll put yeah, right there. It's better than good. It's wood.
It's wood.
That doesn't look like much of a trash can right there. Do these kids need a fax machine? Or a printer?
I don't think People just have it in their rooms.
What?
If they do have a fax machine.
Where else are they
A
gonna put
printer,
it?
maybe. Well, you know, people who usually have in, in offices, not in the bedroom.
We could put
I
a
mean, unless they're
biohazard
very
symbol
famous.
up there because there's like an edgy teen living here. No, wait, that should be for the punk rocker.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There we go. We'll put the biohazard in his room. And he doesn't make his bed. He's just got a mattress on the floor.
So he just threw out his bed frame?
Yeah. He just brought his mattress. Because he's tough, you know? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm thinking about also just like moving all of these beds over. So he's like
Took up
he
room
took
for
up
himself.
more of the room. And do it like that. And then get rid of that. Put that there. So he put the other desks over there so that they could be like a little bit of a barrier, be like, this is my side of the room. I think I'm gonna make him call everyone dweeb.
Okay.
It's amazingly entertaining, isn't it? Where are those chairs? They're in C, aren't they? They're not in C. Are they in D? They're not in D. They should be in B. There they are. I just couldn't see it.
Oh yeah, so something in wrestling. It's kind of ridiculous. Most of it's ridiculous, but this particular thing is right now Orange Cassidy is the uh, All Atlantic champion. Uh, they renamed the belt though to called just be called the International Championship. But like the reasoning they gave wasn't just to be more encompassing. It was as a cross promotion with the new Shazam movie that doesn't have the word international in it at all. They're like it's because of that and stuff and Warner Brothers. This makes less sense if you were just like we're changing the name. The it the reasoning just doesn't make sense at all because of Shazam.
Yeah, you confused me.
And either way, the bigger news of that is that the belt is not called All Atlantic, it's called just the International Belt. It makes more sense, but like, why didn't y'all just call it that in the first place?
Yeah.
Also, he might lose his belt next week. People suspect to Jeff Jarrett.
It's just time.
And no, they think he might cheat and take it from him.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. We'll see.
Oh, dude, he's such a bad guy. He stole somebody's wheelchair. Just gonna put a wheelchair in there. Like, why does he have a wheelchair?
Took it.
He took his wheelchair.
Took their wheelchair.
I thought about putting like a pillar in there and being like, he's so bad that he took the whole pillar. Because
Looking for stuff you can put in there.
yeah, I'm just looking for stuff.
Let's see, and Chris Jericho,
No,
he's still
he's bad.
wrestling. Yeah. His faction, the Jericho Appreciation Society. Yeah. Been doing like weird posing, hugging poses. I don't even know how to explain it. Like they had a match, they like knocked the other guys out of the ring, and they took the time to like pose. And they one guy was standing up and like showing his muscle, flexing, and then the other guy went up to his waist and was hugging him around the waist. And then Jericho went up behind him and was hugging him and was making like a kissy face for some reason. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck's happening here. So, so I don't know what they're doing with that, but they're doing that. Gonna after challenge for the trios championship belts. See if they can take it from the House of Black. I think it was the first time I heard a wrestler use the excuse of like the fans, it was their fault that I had turned heel to like be more legitimate. Like,
They
every time,
wanted it.
well, it's like every time someone turns heel, a lot of times I'll be like, "It was you guys. You weren't on my side. You didn't help me or nothing." It's like, what? They were doing nothing but cheering you. Where the hell is this coming from? Like, it made no sense. But Ruby Soho, who turned heel this past weekend, had reasons. Her like first big match is like people were cheering for the other person because they were a homegrown talent. People really liked them and wanted to see them go over. And you know, when she lost her chance at the belts, they cheered for her opponent, who was the bad guy, but they still cheered for her and cheered for another girl, Chris Statlander, who's part of the Best Friends. When she beat her, well, no, they booed her because she beat her. Just her reasons made actual sense. It's like, wow, they actually found somebody who could use that for a good reason and not just because they wanted this person to be a bad guy. So I can't tell you how many times I've seen that where someone's like, yeah, it was you guys. Like, no, it wasn't. You're trying to get character change up. Just think of any other reason. But yeah, no. Just thought that was pretty cool.
There has to be proper character development. You can't just turn heel.
Yeah, it works better when there's
Blame others.
nice build up. Works better when there's story, which is kind of the problem with AEW right now. Their stories falling by the wayside a bit. I mean, still have good wrestling, but you gotta have the good stories to go along with it.
Are there such things as good stories?
Yeah.
Yeah, that episode of South Park about wrestling was pretty good. Dude, I don't know why. I'm chilly. I'm gonna put on a thing.
Thing. Okay. I mean, no, it's be so secret. It'll be a thing.
Alright, I'm back.
Put on the thing.
I put on the thing. It's a light hoodie.
Alright.
Dude, I've been looking forward today, like, all week. And now that I'm finally here, I'm blanking on all this.
So what happens?
I mean, yesterday, I think Brewhark remembers probably. But yesterday, I worked from the start of my shift to close. So I had an 11-hour and 28-minute shift. And it would have been 12 if I wouldn't have had to clock out for my lunch break. Because I left the store to bring my mother home. Because I needed the car. And yeah, I'm still a little tired. And today I was supposed to get off at like 4, but I had to stay till 5.
Oh yeah.
And Tuesday I was there till 8.
Well.
Because we're understaffed. And it's spring break, y'all. So a couple of people are leaving temporarily.
Well.
You know what? We can give them a nice little rug. Yeah, they can have a nice little floor rug. Oh man. Yeah, that'll add some difference to that one. This one. You know what? What if I scrap the desks completely? If I scrap the desks completely, they've got their beds up there. I'm going to get rid of the red bed because the only red bed that's going to be there is Constance's. Everyone else can have blue and green. This bed is for... You know what? I'm going to name him right now. I'm going to name him. Spike.
Okay.
His name is Spike. That's the name of the punk rocker rival.
Okay. Little cliche.
It's supposed to be cliche. Because that's not his real name, you know?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's the name he goes by.
What's his real name?
I don't know, I'm probably gonna make it like Mumford or something.
Mumford.
Yeah. I'm sorry to Mumford and Sons, but Mumford is a terrible name. No, he's not a coyote. Maybe he is. Maybe he's in a person suit with a mohawk and a leather jacket. You know what? These guys got a couch to replace their. You know what?
Sure.
We got to make this into like an actual room here. Or you gotta like off in the corner. You got like a TV. Somebody brought their TV in. So I'm gonna move that bed and that bed over here. And we are gonna put maybe 2 couches there. Do I have a TV that can go on the wall? I'll need to put something different on that though. But yeah, got one.
Well, well.
We could put that there. And I don't think there's any like video game consoles or anything. I probably shouldn't put a video game console in here in the game. But you know what? Who cares, right?
I mean, it's your world, man.
Put a giant red button there. Keyboard. I don't think I have any. Alright, fine. You know what? We'll put the TV on the... Move that down. Put the TV on the wall. We will... Put like a long table there, right?
Sure.
And then... Gonna put some like TV dinners, some little trays here, where they're eating and watching their. Oops, that's a little too fancy though. This food's too fancy. Even that tray is too fancy.
Well, how fancy is this place?
It's a college with 36 students.
Okay.
Or no, not 36. 32 students. So it's not very
Alright.
fancy. I mean, it's fancy.
Sure, maybe it's fancier
It's
than
very fancy because there's only
Chicago,
32 students. I'm getting my words backwards.
but- Alrighty.
And they were drinking. Oh, this is the party house. This one's the... Yeah, this one's the... This is the one where the people are like partying. That doesn't work. Yeah, that works though. So this is the frat boy house. This is the frat boy room.
Okay.
So they got a TV. They got their brewskis. Save. This is the nerdy room where Constance lives. This is Spike's room, and the other people who sleep here don't matter. Then we got... Oh, sorry. Squat time. Now you're a male! I forget. Is that from Basketball or Orgasmo?
I don't recall.
Alright, my feet hurt so bad. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Earbuds back in, man.
Back in.
Back in. Now you're a mouse. I love that song. As you might be able to tell that I downloaded it onto my phone. I could.
Could you?
I could get rid of one of the rooms and make it into like a storage room or something. On both sides. So there would only be 12 of each, making for a total of 24 students.
Alrighty.
I get that you just say alrighty to everything, but
While you're working there, it's like, just very much the same, man.
okay, I'm just saying that I could. I don't know if that's a good idea or not.
I don't know where you're going with your story, how important all these students are.
They're Grim Reapers.
Yeah,
So
but
pretty-
your whole story, how important are they to that?
They're pretty important. They govern life and death.
Okay.
Without them, the world breaks down.
Okay. Well, then, should there be more? Should there be less? How many do you want to deal with?
No. All right, we got some extra pillars in the storage room. An extra piano, just in case. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we might actually need to put some stuff that might actually need some spares of. No, let's not go with these desk chairs because desk chairs are specifically for dorm desks. We could go for these desk chairs. The non-spinny ones.
The non-spinning one.
Yeah, non-spinny one. You can just put a urinal in the middle of the floor. Spare urinal.
A spare urinal. You never know.
I don't know. I'm just...
You never know. Someone will break the urinal. You gotta go get the spare.
Alright. Ooh, I just thought of that. I can make some of the beds like half colored.
Yeah.
Why does that make more sense than pillars? The principal may need some different pillars. Might get broken. So I put some spare pillars up there. It's kind of sad that I actually had a thought for that. Whatever, like, before I did it. I actually did think about giving Spike a urinal in his room, by the way.
Mike be performing licks.
Licks?
That's what people were calling it when they were stealing stuff from places. Bunch of kids are like stealing toilets and urinals from school bathrooms,
That's just weird.
putting it on social media for the clout. Look at this lick I performed.
Yeah, it's just weird.
I mean, yeah, that's what was going on, man. I didn't say it was normal. I'm saying that's what people were calling it.
It's dumb.
And you know what? Spike was performing licks.
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't think anyone's called him that for a while now, but there was a moment in time where I was being called.
It's especially worse because they're stealing toilets and stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's just like they were escalating to like that. They were stealing smaller stuff, and then people were like, "I'm gonna push the limit." And, like they're in school.
Push it to the limit.
So, perform the lick.
Why do I not have any freaking, like, shelves? It's very weird that I don't have any shelves, right? That I could put on the walls.
I don't think you like shelves.
But don't I have any shelves? It's very annoying. Oh, yeah. Huh. I'm wondering if maybe I should steal some of your art as posters. Because I could totally make them into
You could.
tiles. Oh yeah, while I have you here, this is the best time to do this. Are you still
I'm refused.
watching the stream?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I wanted to ask you how I use some of these.
Dude, I put it in there the way the program works. It
It's
kind of dictates how you use them, really.
no,
But
it's more like how are you wanting this to come across?
I was just trying to get them out there, man, working.
Okay.
Those corners I kept trying to fix. I think I just got annoyed at them after a while.
I'm just wondering like what is this like lightly snowed grass?
Yes, the things were supposed to lead into other things. How did I get the main thing here?
So this is like a border between one to another.
Yes, because it was going to didn't like it doesn't like you putting things over the other because it'll change them. Uh,
So instead of say this line right here, it was supposed to go like that.
yeah,
So it's just go
I
like that.
made it so. What is it? Made it so I'd say like prairie goes into swamp. Swamp would go into snow. Snow into desert, and desert into prairie. That those could be somewhat blended. Like, I did what I could because this wasn't gonna allow it certain ways. Guess could just put the trees and
It's
just
just
put like the
weird.
swamp over there. I mean the program's weird, man. What do you
Yeah,
want me to
I
do?
kind of blame.
Like I can't really do like what I want, blend them right because it doesn't want them to be together in certain spots.
Looks nice though.
Like, gosh, tried.
Yeah, like I did I did try them out, but
Yeah,
the in between ones don't really. I can't really use those anywhere.
yeah.
I'm good with what I
There.
got though, with the all the rest of it though. Just need a like a possible water now though, just
Yeah.
to, cause it really doesn't match. But yeah, I just wanted to get your thoughts on that while you're here.
Yeah, it's just the way that program was. I was like, I'll try to give them at least these options, see if maybe it looks alright till they lead into the next thing. But,
There needs to be nail polish now that I'm doing the girls' side. I need nail polish to put on desks and chairs and tables and stuff. And purses.
uh-huh.
Just all of that kind of stuff, you know?
All that kind of stuff. It's,
You know what we could do? We could put like a little dressmaker doll or something.
oh, what did you say?
Dressmaker doll. We could put a dressmaker doll in one of the rooms.
I did not. I don't know if you said it just too fast. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
And a
Uh,
pink.
Dressmaker doll? You mean like a
No.
mannequin?
Yeah. A bear. Hmm. What shall we name the other rival? We've got Constance, Spike, / Mumford, and then Valley Girl Goth Reaper. Goth Valley Girl. I think it's a funny contradiction, and I want to go with it.
I like it.
I'm thinking Becky. Why is Becky coming into my head right now?
Yeah, picture of a pink ranger thinking Kimberly.
Yeah. Yeah. But if she was the Black Ranger instead.
I mean, anyway. There's a purple ranger.
Yeah, is purple goth though?
It's pretty goth.
Okay, it's a little bit goth. It's a little goth. Important question, Joey. Since
The
you're
Ranger Slayer.
most likely the artist, I'll need your feedback on this. Big titty goth girl,
Yeah, I've drawn a few.
or other.
Or other.
Yeah, other. Like any of the above on the other side. Or are we like putting her right there? Like that's what she's got to be.
I mean, this is, you know, this character, so.
Because anytime we're talking about goth girls, you know, like it's always big titty goth girl.
I mean, yeah, that's in the context of the other stuff that I draw. But they don't have to be. They don't got to be stacked.
My mother's character does.
Well, that one,
She specifically said that.
Stacked, so, in this case, a different character that you don't have to have be stacked. She can be average. She can be less than average. In the chest area.
I guess we'll have to find out, won't we?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, we'll put all the fashion stuff in the girls' room because they're gonna have like hats and dresses and stuff.
Okay.
Should she have a hat?
No, I don't know.
I keep picturing her in kind of like pigtails.
Pigtails.
Yeah. Spin the wheel of titties.
Wheel.
All right, hold on.
Oh, you got an actual wheel to see if something has big titties or not?
I'm gonna find out. I was gonna Google wheel of titties.
Well, you know, there might be something down there.
Wheel of titties. Wheel of boobs uncensored. YouTube. Yeah, I don't think that's what I was looking for.
I don't think so. Find a thing that
if it has tits or wheels, it will give you problems. Pay in 4 interest-free installments of $30.
Alrighty.
Tiny Lincoln top hat? Ooh. Ooh, tiny hat. Girls in tiny hats. You know.
Something about a girl in a tiny hat.
Alright, I didn't find anything with Wheel of Titties. Oh, jewelry. 'Cause girls, right?
Sure.
No, that would be not on her desk. I might have to go mediate. I hear them like reeing at each other.
Green.
They're like, more plants. I'm gonna be right back.
Alrighty.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, alright.
I made them laugh. So everything is a little better now.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Gave them hugs and kisses and stuff. And I got to look at the food. I had a random thought for I was like, I don't know how or what. I'm just gonna say this, and it is your job to make it come about. And I went, chicken, cheese, broccoli, mushroom, and rice. Go. And I said that like yesterday or something. Oh, it was probably actually... No, yeah, I think it was last night. Last night whenever I got home. And this one can have extra desks. extra desks for stuffs. I'm sorry, what was I saying?
You were saying if the girl had big boobs or not.
That was a long time ago. I think that was a long time ago. But yeah, I think we should figure that out.
I found a wheel of names that you put in stuff. I put big chest, flat chest, medium chest. Anything in between you want to add before I spin the wheel?
Um, flat.
I did put flat chest.
Oh, I thought you said just small.
I put big, flat, and medium. I put small.
I mean, there are more ranges than that, but I think that just the 3 are
I'm
good.
just saying.
Chicken breast
Uh,
stuffed with broccoli and cheese with a mushroom risotto. No, she's making a casserole of, you know, just like chicken in, like everything is in the rice. And it's like nice and cheesy. And yeah, looks good.
flat chest one.
Flat chest it is. I'm okay with that because flat is justice.
There you go.
Alright, well, my Reaper rival girl has a DFC.
Alright, alright.
Do you know what DFC means, Joey?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I do.
Maybe.
Maybe I've heard it before and I just don't know.
It's a delicious flat chest.
Maybe I've heard you say that before.
I've made the joke before. I'm not the
So,
one who made it up. I saw it online and I was like, that's hilarious! And so I have used it before.
Heard the itty bitty titty committee. Just for girls with small boobs and flat chest.
I'm a member of that one. I do not have a very big... I don't have much titty meat. I'm working on it.
You're
My
working on
push-ups.
Well, I use the dumbbell more. Trying to think of how to describe it without video. You hold it to your hip. You bring it up straight. Halfway across your chest. Keep your arms straight. Back down. And you do that 4 sets of 15 reps. Help you out with your chest.
Maybe.
I was saying, you want to help out there as well as it'll help you out.
Well, that goes to the whole thing of let's ramp up. Let's make it a habit that we're doing them every day in the first place.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, girls need mirrors.
I mean, everyone can use a mirror. I mean, if you have restrooms, you would have mirrors in there, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, well we do have restrooms. Have I shown you my restrooms? There they are.
I think you talked about them.
Yeah.
I think you showed me like the outside. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, you can't. There is no map for the inside, and there won't be. You know, I think one of these girls, they're gonna be into dressmaking and not necessarily just dressmaking, but clothes making. Just, you know.
Okay.
God, these girls' rooms look terrible. I'll give this one a pickaxe.
Okay.
I'm filling this room with like plants. I'm sorry, not like plants, with plants. Oh my god! It's time to do sit-ups. Why does this feel like I'm doing everything but making this video game? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sure, I would take some tea. Alright, I'm back with the earbuds in again. I never finished that mirror.
That mirror.
Alright, you know what? Spike brought his own mattress from home. So it's gonna be in the it's gonna be in the storage. Because whenever he threw it out, they were like, alright, well I guess we'll just put it in storage then. Thank you. Oh, it's a green one this time. So how you doing with your thing? You're not killing your arm, are you?
No, I got distracted with the wrestling.
Okay.
This is reminding something funny. I saw the guy Xavier Woods. So Austin Creed, I think is his real name. He runs the Up Up Down Down YouTube channel.
Never heard of
Yeah. Well, it's there where he gets a bunch of wrestlers to play games and stuff. And they he was playing the game, the latest WWE one. I think he was, yeah, it allows you to do the computer mode so you can have the characters just fight each other and see what comes out. And he had himself, and he was fighting Roman Reigns, the current champion. He's putting it in the game to see how it went. And in actual life, like he fought them. He fought him for the belt, and he got screwed over by Roman's cousins here. Helped him cheat to win. Well, not even cheat to win. Like they pulled him out of the ring and started beating him up. So it was a disqualification. It should have been a disqualification in his favor, meaning like he won by disqualification because the other guys interfered. But they ended up labeling it as a no contest. But that's not how a no contest works. You know, that means neither person could keep going. But only one person couldn't really keep going because they were jumped by people who were with the other guy. Anyway, he was playing that game, and literally in the game, it was happening to him. He's like, this can't happen to me again. This can't happen again. Can't do it. And they went in, and cheated him in the game out of winning a belt. He just gets out of his chair, like throws his headphones down. He's like, "No, this can't be." Like,
That's pretty funny.
I thought that was great. Oh man, and it is funny to see some of the wrestlers' reactions to because the next game is coming out, but this time they're actually like bumping up graphics and stuff, and not just re-releasing a mess. But each wrestler has an audience score. And it's like 1 to 100, and most people get like in the 70s or 80s. How popular they are. It's funny to see the reactions of who gets what number. The Liv Morgan last game, she got like 77. Was really disappointed in it. Just telling people to change it, trying to convince them all to change it. But this time, it's got to be higher. But the guy who was telling her it was like the one last time, so I'm a bit scared to tell it because you're pretty upset last time with the other one. He was gonna joke that she got another 70, and she was like, you could feel her like reeling back. It's like, no, no, it's like 86. I swear, that was a good lie, but it's 86. Or the Usos, the twins, they were saying last time they got the same number. It's like, well, we're twins, you know, we were different people, want different stuff, and then when one got a higher number than the other, it was all of a sudden not excited to have different numbers. And walked off a little bit. He's like, "Come on, man, just a little bit lower. It's fine. Come on." So that's fine. Oh man, trying to think. Life is just all wrestling right now.
Right now.
Well, all the time basically.
Oh, that actually reminded me of something. I was going to give you a little business on Monday, but because you were sick, I couldn't. There's something in Vitari's character sheet that you didn't put into it.
What did I put?
Racial trait, healing hands.
I didn't think I had that.
You do have that. It's an Asimar trait.
Is it? I thought it was.
It's the base Asimar trait, and then you chose the Scourge Asimar from the 3 sub races that you have to choose, you know?
I thought.
Unless you're using a different page for it.
No.
But yeah, they get an ability called Healing Hands, along with all of that other stuff that they get, where you get a pool of D4s equal to your proficiency bonus, and you can heal somebody with those D4s once per long rest. So every time you were like, I have no heals, I'm out of spell slots, you had 1 left.
Yeah. Okay.
You just didn't know that you
Yeah, I
had
think
that
I
one
just.
left.
Yeah, I think I skipped over it. My brain just made it disappear, and I just put anything else. Oh, yes, I do have healing hands. Go ahead and slap that in there. Why not?
Yeah, I just figured it. I was gonna give you a bit of the business, cause
Because that's when I first made the character. Again, I guess went over my head. Otherwise, I would
anytime I
have had it.
find out something about y'all's characters that y'all should know, I gotta give you the business.
It's alright, yeah.
And it's always business that helps you guys.
Really. How'd you get rid of the
More.
target last time?
How'd I get
Past
rid of
session.
him?
Yeah, well, I set him aside. Like, you're just like he just decided to stay there, or is like
Yeah,
something else?
he's not feeling too well today, so he's just gonna kind of chill at the inn. You guys aren't doing anything that requires him, I say, and then they're like little gremlins with mama not watching.
Yeah,
That you know what they did whenever the first thing. Okay, so we're going to that salon, right?
we're going.
We're
Oh
going to
god.
chiffon.
Oh my god.
Vinny can't stop me now.
He had to go. We had a job. They're gonna go fucking figure out some other nonsense.
Well, they still went and investigated the Pivantes.
It's like instead of like we got this job, let's go see what's going on here first.
They
Like,
had no idea what they were supposed to do, though.
oh my god.
I think they had to, like,
Wow.
take a couple of minutes to kind of think to themselves and, like, try to remember.
Oh
And
my god.
I gave them, like, the last time on Dungeons and WheatTon's thing, but they were just like, I think, I think Joey took all the notes. And it was just like, each one was like, I didn't take any notes. It was like, okay, well, oh crap, Joey's got the money.
Yeah,
He knows how much money we have.
I had a lot of it, so yeah.
And it just kept coming back to that. They're like, man, we're actually kind of lost without him, aren't we?
Oh my god, these people.
All right, I'm gonna put this back. I'm getting rid of the chairs. We'll just get rid of those.
I do remember saying, like, when we spend stuff, we usually will say, like, alright, we got about this much at the moment. We're spending. Oh,
Just
fine.
casserole whenever whenever it's done. She came back to ask if I needed anything. I'm just like, just the food I've been waiting for. Yeah, they're nuts. So, Dominicus got his hair styled.
Okay.
Yeah, he got it curled and dyed black. To which I said, but you already have black hair. And his response was, I wanted blacker.
What's black?
I wanted blacker. I was like, okay. And Natus was not tied up, so he went off and assaulted a
His own
fruit cart.
adventure.
Dominicus with hair dye in his hair and curlers with a what we now know is a sundry wrapped around his neck is running through the streets and dripping hair dye on people to get Natus. Then they decide to buy a whole crate of mixed apples and bananas.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was playing with his curls. And I also probably didn't phase Dainichi as much, but I also got to chill their bones. And I think Tanner was like in and out like usual.
Yeah.
Man, I'm making no progress here. I need more plants. Where are my plants? I don't want. I guess I could put that one on the table.
Okay, I've added the healing hands.
All right, and at the moment, I think you have 3 proficiency bonus, so that would be give you a 3d4.
Okay.
Am I just not seeing them? I saw them earlier.
That'll work.
There they are. Are you catching the world building that I'm putting around? I don't know if I want to say Becky. Becky's kind of a terrible name for a reaper. Is Becky short for something?
Rebecca.
Oh, I can see that now. All right, let's vary these beds a little bit.
Alrighty. Yeah, I got emergency healing hands. Run out. Exit.
All right. But yeah, I've got a little bit of context clues about her personality right here. I don't know if you can get them.
They're a plant girl.
She's not a plant girl. But someone who takes care of plants to where they are thriving in such a way and like actually takes time out of them is usually, probably not always, but is usually someone who is actually kind. Now, she's gonna be a bitch.
Plant girl.
Hmm?
Okay, go on.
Do you? I have a plant girl. Did I tell you about my plant girl?
Sorry, oh, well, yeah, sure. Tell me about the plant girl.
Okay. Her name is Briar Rose, which I have recently learned is the name that Aurora goes by in Sleeping Beauty before, whenever the like prince or whatever asks her name. Or at least I think it was that. I didn't know that whenever I named her this, but she is a plant girl that is covered in thorns, and so her passive skill is actually a little prickly, and she deals reflected damage and a little bit extra based on her defense stat whenever anyone hits her with a physical attack. And she can even give other people the same effect. And they have thorns. And she's got a little bit of a... She's like very support based though. And she'd be good with magic, but not the best with magic. And she can equip bows and staves.
Okay.
And I mean, unless you want like lore and personality bits, that's about it for her. Also,
I meant, go ahead. Keep going.
I gave her the ability to revive enemies under her control for a limited time. So they technically have like a bit of poison on them, and the creature is under the charm effect. So even though it's revived on their side, you know, it will it'll attack its enemies while it's up and alive.
Okay.
The only test that I did about it was it only attacked itself, which was kind of funny. But yeah. And then you would have to kill it at the end of battle, but that's why it, you know, it's poisoned.
Yes.
So that you don't have to worry about it as much. I don't even know if it gives you extra experience. If it does, then I'm just going to leave it, though. Just let them get a little bit of extra experience.
Yeah.
Anyway, did you have a question?
No, I was gonna say when I meant plant girl, I meant like a person who loves just plants, as you know, not a person who was like plant or part plant.
I know, I used it as an excuse to talk about the character.
Just wanted to make that clear.
No, I'm trying to show that she's actually, like, she's a bitch, as I was saying before. Becky's gonna be kind of a bitch, but she's, like, secretly nice.
Alright.
So you're still gonna have to fight her, and she's going to spit venom, alright? But, whenever you actually look at her actions over her words, she's going to be a nice girl.
Alright, alright.
So much so, in fact, that most of the, well, I won't say most, but a good portion of the spirits that she makes contracts with are going to be children.
Children.
Yeah, so she takes children in who have died, give them a home.
Yes, you told me. She said she won't be too happy that he has the character I made.
Yeah. Wow, what a segue. It's weird.
Yes.
You want to do that for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not at the moment.
Fine,
Yeah, a
cancel.
little bit.
I'm gonna obsessively save. Oh yeah, Brewhark. Have you the ability to input at the moment?
Input.
Yes, I was going to see if he would like to run through the character creator for Cian. And we can make him a stand-in face and sprite with the character creator.
Right.
Alright. Well, these are the faces. You just give me a number. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12. And, you know, you can choose the skin color too. 4. Alright. Skin as it is for now. Alright. Would you like to do front or rear hair first? Because I can get rid of the front hair so that you can see the rear hair better. If you'd like. And this would also need hair color. Rear first? Alright. Then I am going to disable the front hair. Alright, we got... Oh, that one. Oh, that one. A shoe. A shoe. Gray hair. Gray hair. A bone. A bone. A rat tail. We got this weird little comb thing. Butt part in the middle. Another middle butt part, but a little bit straighter. Long. Long, but with a little bit of flippy. Side part, which is basically my hairstyle, whenever it lays properly. I don't know, round? How would I explain that? Parted with cowlick. Ponytail. Anime mom haircut. You know, she's got, like, tuberculosis or the consumption. Top right. Online with a transparency grid. Alright. Now to the front hair. So that was the original. Ugh. I hate the hairstyles in this. In this generator. I'm like, yeah, you can mix and match the front hair and the back hair, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, you know?
It's alright. You can have her... be able to replace it with the original stuff later on.
Yeah. This is only for now. Top right line with transparency grid yet again. Alright. Beard? Would you like a big bushy beard? Mustache. Fancier mustache. Stubble. Got you some pilgrim Amish aesthetic here. And there. Handlebar. Pointed goatee or goatee and mustache. That's all of them. I count the blank. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, if not counting the blank. Oh, there's not even an if there. It's not counting the blank. I don't know why I'm putting if not counting the blank. Alrighty. Elf or human? Or we could go dwarf. It's funny, it seems like the majority of people are choosing, like, human. Or, like, at least humanoid. I know Kokuzo wanted to make an elf lady.
So the rest are just plebs.
Slide this to elf. Alright.
Basic. Yeah,
I mean, it's really just an aesthetic thing.
they're just basic.
They're just basic.
I like finding out that Like the most common thing, like D&D, is people picking human. Or
Mm-hmm.
no, yes,
Human fighters.
they're not as rare. Yeah, and the more like, I think the most basic is tiefling. Like that's where it's like, oh, you're gonna here goes another person picking tiefling.
Tiefling warlocks, I think.
Yeah, I think druids are actually the ones that are oh, class that are least common. I can't remember what's the least race.
Brewhawk says, "Hey man, his lore never said he was human."
Oh, there you go.
I never asked you to pick human traits. I just went through here and was like, "Hey, we got this stuff. This is what we got, and we can."
You can always ask for different
Yeah,
details.
you can always ask for different details whenever I'm actually paying Joey to make this stuff.
Just the idea.
We can make him an orc if you want to.
Yeah.
You can make him green. Man, these eyes look terrible. I mean, some of them are okay, but
Yeah.
I cannot understate just how much I dislike this character generator. Ooh. Give him the innocent eyes. Alright, I did that all screwed up. Do we have Brock eyes? We have that. We have eyes closed. Or if you want them to be happy. Man, he looks like he's so much more smiley with the other eyes. Happy closed works for now. Alright, then we don't have to worry about eye color. Would you like to go through eyebrows? Big brows. Or the bushy.
Big bushy brows.
Big meaty claws. Man, you can't even see him because of the hair.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna grab those, and we can change them. The biggest. All right, I got you the biggest. Nose. I want a little bit more detail in that nose. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I hope I'm also giving you enough time in between those. 10? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom! Mouth. He does seem smiley. Big old grin. Yeah. Hee hee. Wait a second. Oh, skin color. I was like, wait a second. Why is there color on the mouth? I was like, are you gonna color the teeth? Would you like any facial marks? Such as face paint, a scar, an X scar, a scar on the head that you can't see because of the hair. Well, I mean, it pokes out right there a little bit. Blush. I guess football makeup? What's that, black strips underneath the eyes? Clown. Der Clown. Or eyeshadow. Terrible, terrible eyeshadow. And these can be colored differently, too. Scar 3. Boom. It's so weird that you can also color the scars. So you want a blue scar, you could do that. I'm the only person streaming RPG Maker? Welcome, Crazy Shadow. Alright. Default color works. Would you like any animal ears? We got ears of something. I guess closest to wolf. I don't know. Cheetah ears? Leopard ears? Piggy. I don't know. Mouse. And... But bear? Not those animal ears. Would you like a tail? It's all weird. Joey's computer crashed. He'll be back in a minute. Wings. Probably not. Clothing is where we're really gonna have to put in a little bit of extra work. Because we got multiple colors here. And multiple choices. This is mostly only going to affect the battle and walking sprite. But if you want him to be leather, he wears leather. We got the cool leather clad adventurer with a scarf, or just like a leather jacket. Other than that, I guess you could kind of consider these like military-esque uniforms leathery. But I mean, yeah, you know. Second option is much better for seeing than the first. All right, so the jacket. All right, now is to choose the colors. We can leave it at basic too if you like the colors as they are. But just to show you that this would change the jacket itself. Darker brown if we got it. Okay, so let's start from basic. That is darker brown. That is a little bit... It's still darker, but a little bit grayisher. Grayisher? Wow. And that's definitely lighter. You want more like a chocolate? Chocolate. Chocolate! Alright, and This is the shirt that he's wearing. Underneath it. The right one? Less rich. Alright. Pink. Yeah. Battle Grandpa with a pink shirt. I also have to warn you that a lot of these colors don't look quite... Okay, well... This is what the chocolate brown looks like on the shirt. That's what I was about to say, is that some of these look different based on what part they're in. So that's the black. And that's the darker brown, which isn't darker brown on the shirt. Yeah. These might be the pants. They are indeed the pants. So right now they're kind of like blue jeans. Or maybe not blue jeans, but actually, technically, I think that's kind of like a sash or a wrap. You're still learning how to change the character maker? And is this through Steam by chance? This is through Steam. This, I do have this one. I think the yellow sash looks pretty good. Yeah, I think it is like a wrap of some sort, not necessarily the pants. But I think it looks good. Yeah, I haven't done much with the... I don't know how to change the character creator. I'm mostly just... Oh yeah, I definitely got this on sale. My first version of RPG Maker was actually a RPG Maker VX Ace. It was a pirated copy. I have since bought it, so I'm not afraid of anything, you know? And then I got RPG Maker MV, which was like, you know, the next up. That was like 2015 or something like that. And it was like $20. But yeah, I think these... Oh, these are the shoulder pad, the metal on the character. So the shoulder pad, and the buckle. We can leave that silver, or we can change it to a different color if you'd like. Once again, white or a burnished gray. We could check out white or gray. White. The white pops a little bit more, but the gray kind of, well, I don't know if you would actually call that gray. I'd say the gray kind of, the white there? Yeah, I like the white that pops more. It matches the hair a little better too. I know you wanted gray hair, but like that's the grayest. All right, and then if you want a cloak, we got a couple of cloaks. So basically you can give anything a scarf if you want. No capes. All right. Would you like a headband? Once again, because of the hair, you can't really see it. You can see it on the character sprite, but not the earrings. A different kind of headband. To all the headbands, this mask never works with beards. And then we have hats. Spiky earring. These, I think they're hoops, actually. Yeah, I think they're hoops. I had to get a little closer, but... And as I said before, hats. We want to just completely shadow the... Oh yeah, gold. I'll get rid of the hat in a second. Boom. Gold. Gold. It makes the world go round. Gold. It makes the world go round. That doesn't really match him. That definitely doesn't match him. Ah, what is that? Like some kind of weird, like, nurse nun hat? Nah. Newsboy cap. Alright, and last and very least, possibly, glasses. I mean, that actually kind of looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the round ones, no, but the... Yeah, glasses is the last step. And no glasses is an acceptable answer. All right. Any changes that you'd like to make before I save it? Yeah, we can't really get grizzled in this. Like, these are the characters that I've made as stand-ins so far. And I say, yeah, you know? Meh. Yeah, whenever I'm actually, whenever I get the real ones, they'll look much different. Oh my god. It scared me. Hello.
Hello, hello.
So why did you crash?
I don't know. It just crashed. It wasn't really nothing much
Just
is
does
really
it.
happening on my side when I decided just to be a thing.
Alright. And now that we got that done,
Well,
I can come in here. Grab that. Don't worry, that's there. And there we go. We got your stand-in character, and I can actually test your stuff out now.
hey.
I mean, I could just give you someone else. So that I could test the stuff, but... Boom. Nice. So Crazy Shadow, what kind of game are you making? Making anything cool? And how long have you been experiencing the awesomeness of RPG Maker?
Yeah.
Hmm? Yeah.
Sorry, my dad found my old accordion.
You have an accordion?
Uh, it was one I had when I was a little kid. It's literally like the size for a child. But
Can you play?
I was never able to play this thing.
Mm.
Can I hear it?
I'm gonna hear like a tiny squeak.
Don't even think. I don't even think the buttons and stuff work on it. I think it's just the brain gets stretchy part.
Yeah, it just sounds kind of like a harmonica.
Pretty much. Yeah, I had this when I was a kid. No one really ever taught me how to play it, but I had it.
Man, you know how many guitars I've had in my life?
Yeah, I've had a
It's like,
few of those. Luckily, did learn how to play that a little bit.
I still want to learn how to play my guitar. Just I'm better at learning something whenever I'm being taught it, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, this last room. Last room here. What do I put in this room, Joey? How do I
Uh,
decorate this room?
I mean, like I said, depends on the people who are in there, you know?
Well, no names.
Just no names?
The other students who aren't as important because once you...
Oh, but I think everybody was important.
Oh my god, when did I say that?
I said, well, you gotta take me move the ones that aren't important. You were like, but they're all important.
I
It's like,
don't remember
okay,
ever
well,
saying that. I
you
don't remember
said
that
that it's
whole
on recording.
conversation.
It's on recording. Somebody clip it.
Yeah,
In
somebody go
fact,
clip that because I want to see it too.
I'm too lazy to do it now, but
I
I'll
think
do it
I
later.
said that this was a prestigious academy, not that everyone was important.
Yeah, well, I'd say we can remove some rooms or something like that who aren't important.
I already
Well,
removed
those
a
rooms
room.
could be in other places. But you said everybody was important.
Oh, I already removed 2 rooms.
You know, it can just be random.
Hold on. Hold on.
So
Crazy
it doesn't
Shadow
even have
has
to be that detailed.
has made a comment. MV is a first. We tried a bit and gave up, but after a few years got back into making a mix of Zelda puzzle and EBF combat. Epic Battle Fantasy combat? Is that what you mean by that? Skull piles? Women love skull piles.
I mean, yeah, if they're
Do I even
super
have
goth.
skull? I don't even think I have skull piles in this. It's been a while since I played the original Epic Battle Fantasy 1 and 2 on newgrounds.com. Way back whenever it was first made as a Flash game, and I even got Epic Battle Fantasy 3 on Steam. I like how over the top it is, because that's basically the whole point of it, is to show off the animation skills. At least that's how I always viewed it. I was like, look at my animation skills for this. And then it's just all attack animations, basically. It's been a really long time since I've played those, though. I could give Skull pillars. This could be the witchy. This is the witchy group right here. 3, 4, and 5? There's more now? Alright, and I will move the beds a little bit. Alright, I will move this bed here. I'll put that bed there. I'll put that bed there. And then I will get rid of this.
Are you sure you want that bed there?
Yes, I want that bed there. Put that bed there. And then get rid of that bed. What is this? It's a weird little crystal ball. And they're trying to resurrect, they're trying to resurrect or call the spirit of a crush of theirs or something. Oh, well, thank you for the follow. Yeah. And if you're only interested in RPG Maker stuff, I do these making game streams on Fridays. I'd like to think that the rest of the days are also pretty fun, where I'm just playing a game and being silly. I think it's pretty good content, but you don't have to. If you're not interested in those, don't feel like you need to come. Like I even need to say that, but... Alright, these guys... We could go real sad with it and remove just one of the beds in comparison to the other rooms. Or maybe, maybe one of the beds is... I mean, I'm actually cool with that. Maybe one of them is a vampire.
Alright. Have a coffin instead?
Yeah. Doesn't have to be like... Doesn't have to be sad. Could just be like... One of them is a vampire. I kind of thought the... They have the body of like some famous bard or something. And they're like posters of him all over their room, and they were trying to resurrect him, though. That's what I was going with.
Oh yeah, that could work. So,
I'm sorry, I just read the D word. I can't say that word, it's a bad word. Yeah! Okay, we gotta go back with the... They're trying to resurrect the bard. The B word now.
the B word. Oh, that's too much even for me.
My virgin ears. I don't know why I said ears, I'm reading it.
So, I mean, you hear it in your head, so you're like...
Oh no. My virgin head ears. Brain ears.
My mind.
Actually, I'm gonna move these beds again. Because I'm fickle.
Yeah.
Can't make up my mind. There we go.
I
Now we're
told you
back.
if you were sure you wanted it there and you said yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like that. That's it, right? That's the stuff. Okay. So we have 24 students. Each room is sufficiently different, I think, and we've got 2 storage rooms. A couple of rooms with context clues about personalities, and a side quest in the making. Okay, I think we're good on the second floor.
Alrighty.
It's still a little boring in my mind over here, like in the back, right? You don't need
Well,
too
it's
much
supposed to be a
clutter.
school, right?
Don't need too much clutter in the hallway over here, but I'm sorry, what?
This is supposed to be a school, just like regular empty hallways. Just
Yeah, but you also gotta think it's a video game.
well, you always have paintings or random statues.
Yeah, I mean that's really all that I need is like a couple of random little things. Vending machine. That's a good idea.
Carpets lining the floor.
I might make like a strip of carpet, but
Right.
I definitely don't want it to reach the walls.
Again, no, I just
Also,
carpet.
I don't know if I could do carpet because I was actually planning on blacking out these rooms until you stepped on the carpet and then it would like show the room kind of thing. And then whenever you stepped off of it, it would black it out again. Maybe I don't have to do that. Maybe I'm just overcomplicating it again. I could just get rid of these. Huh? Just get rid of those, and then I could put the lining the carpet. Is there a vending machine in this? I don't think there is. I think I'm being bamboozled. There's like an ATM.
Yeah.
That right next to the ATM is a freaking. I mean, I don't really need the. It was gonna be kind of like my because you don't have sideways doors in this, you know.
Yeah.
So I want the dorm rooms to have doors. So I was gonna have it whenever you like stepped into the room or whatever. It would be like the whole thing would be like blacked out. But whenever you stepped into you wouldn't know that there was a doorway there if the carpet wasn't there, right? And then you'd step on the carpet and then you'd be able to see in the room and you'd hear like a click of the door opening. That's what I was gonna do with the carpets.
Right. I hear you.
Yeah, it's a real pain that that there's no sideways doors. in sitch. Oh my god, I can't make this nice and okay, that's 2, 2. Stretch goals. You're seeing how to do the sideways doors or with events? Yeah, it wouldn't actually be too hard to do that with the situation. Oh, I didn't make this long enough to do that. In my opinion, I didn't make that long enough. However, I can put a little bit of that. Oop. And get rid of that. Oops. And boom. Yeah. All right. Even though it's just a carpet, it still kind of makes the room feel less empty.
Yeah.
And I could always put like a couple of people like wandering around up here instead of having them in their rooms.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the first floor, I'm still don't really know what to do about this situation. I just kind of did it.
Again, it could be a placeholder.
Tis a placeholder.
No.
Tis. Classrooms. Way to get outside to the courtyard. All classrooms. So I got the first floor. I got the office for the principal. I got the second floor now. And my courtyard. So what's left? I'm not doing the bathrooms because I got that joke that I want to do. Auditorium. Auditorium, which is literally just an empty room.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that right now. Hey Joey, you want to talk about your character a little bit?
How so? What do you want? What do you want about him?
How do you spell his name?
How do you spell his name?
I tried it earlier via text, but
Yeah. Yeah, that's when I realized I never actually told him how it spelled it.
because it was wrong.
Yeah. Alright, hold on. I was trying to fix up to this little part. That was bothering me. Dalofrus Copperhelm is DALOFRUS. and it'd be Dallo for short. Where he would tell people he just call me Dallo.
I didn't even mean to put that question mark after it. That was just a great coincidence right there. I wonder if I can. Hey, I can. Oh wait, that's the class, not the... Alright. Dallo! What's some gripes about the maker that I have? I'm not a fan of default anything. Default, music assets. I've listened to them too many times, and I think people that make their own games use it too often. Ooh, thank you. I can feel that. I can feel that it's very, very hot. I'm not a fan of the default assets. Again, you can make a wonderfully fun game with those assets, but most people, if you see the default assets, are going to just write your game off. And they're like, oh, it's another RPG Maker game, you know? And that's sad. And I'll still play games made in RPG Maker with the default assets. Because, you know, I know better. But I know that other people will be like, you gotta change up the assets at least a little bit. So that's why I, you know, recolor things to try to make them not so same. And edit them as much as my ability allows. And the default animations. Do you want it back? Yeah, I know you need me to taste it, but I'm waiting for it to cool down because I always burn myself. Always! I will tell you if I need salt. Actually, I'm gonna hide my beautiful face because I have food. There's my video camera. Yeah, animations is another thing because default animations are also overused in a lot of RPG Maker games. And I never touch the animation page. Like, I never touch this page. I always want to delete all of the default animations. But I'm like, I'm not there yet. I'm not there. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until I have... No, I'm not there. So I never mess with this page at all. And so I don't even delete them. Because I'm like, well, I could always just be like, this is where the fire goes, and I'll put in my own fire animation. But anyway, those are my gripes. Default assets. Other than that, for the most part, I don't have much gripes, and if I do have a gripe, it's usually because I can't figure out something, and that's a gripe at myself and not the thing. Like, I have a move here for a character that I need to mess with the... I was really tired whenever I made this, but I need to mess with the damage formula. I can't get it to do what I want it to do, which is I want you to... I can easily make it cost hit points. I want it to take half of your hit points to use it, and if you kill someone, if you kill a creature with it, I want you to regain that half, you know? But only on kill. And that's a little hard for me. One of yours is the left shadow bit on tiles not overlaying on other tiles. Oh, I could see that. Oh, I'm sorry, Joey. I'm sorry.
No worries.
I was asked a question, and then I got heated.
It's all good.
Do you remember where we were?
So like
Dallow.
His name.
That's where we were.
I haven't got a chance to do really a lot. Pretty much just the way he died, and I didn't got to think of anything else for him.
I remember a few things. That he wields a hammer. Would you like him to wield any other types of weapons?
I was give him a hammer and chisel, where he could throw the chisel.
Okay.
Yeah, if there's a if he hits with the chisel and then hits with the hammer after, there's a little extra damage there.
Oh, I could definitely do that.
So, like I said, I didn't get to think too much.
I think the real question is how to make it only be him that that deals more damage, though.
Ah, yeah.
I could give him a... that wouldn't really work.
No.
No, I think I got it. I could do a workaround where his skill gives the target a special state, and at the same time it gives him a special invisible state that changes his attack type, attack element, to a specific unnamed type for one attack. I think it's good. It does need... I think it could use a little bit of salt, but I don't think it needs it. Just see her poke her head in, and I know exactly what she wants. Can I have a little bit more before I put that on there? Oh yeah, I also got I got distractions character here too.
Oh. Cool, cool.
At the moment, he's just named Uncle, and I think we're gonna keep that name. and he said, I want his highest stat to be luck. I was like, okay.
Right, alright.
Thank you. Food.
It's edible.
Yeah, you did finally make one that's edible. She fails most casseroles, and it turns into just mush. That was a pretty good one. What are some of your gripes about RPG Maker, Joey?
Let's not think about it.
I'm kind of surprised you have to think about it.
Well, you know, like I said, I don't want to think about it.
Oh, you don't want to think about it. I thought you said,
Yeah.
I have to think about it.
Nah, I said, let's not think about it. Let's leave it be for now. RPG Maker.
How dare you, RPG Maker?
How dare you?
I did, to Brewhark here, I did Cian's stats. I don't know if you want to go through the whole rigmarole and choose your stats yourself. I also added in some equipment types. You might check those to see if you're good with these.
Yes, that's not really my forte. Kind of
Your
trust
forte?
and lean on you with that stuff. It's just not stuff I think about.
Well, this is for Brewhark's character.
Oh, okay. Yeah, still, it comes to mind as well.
Alrighty. I can tell. I don't know if you actually care, you know. And if you do want to leave this to me, you can. Doesn't really matter. But I'll tell you how I decide the stats of the characters, and you can decide if you want to have a hand in that.
Okay.
So, for HP and MP, which in my game is SP, I basically kind of just give something between like 15 and 35, I think it was. I don't think anything has 35 yet. Like, whenever I make the barbarian... Well, not necessarily barbarian, but the berserker girl. Because, yes, there is going to be a berserker girl in the game that gets stronger as she loses health and such.
Okay.
But basically anything with, like, that seems like it would be weaker has lower health, right? Or if they're more magically inclined, they might have more SP instead of hit points. So Dallo is a young kid, right?
Yeah.
So I would probably give him a little bit more SP and less health. But I'd probably put it in the 20 mark, you know?
Alright.
For health. And then, depending on, you know, build or their, kind of like what their class would be. Class with air quotes. I will give them a plus to their hit points from 1 to 3, I think it was. So 1 to 3 per level, and points are acceptable. You know, decimals are acceptable. So I think one character, I don't remember which one it was, had like a 2.5 per level. Since Dallo, I'm gonna be lazy, and I'm gonna bring out the calculator. Since Dallo is kind of like a smith's son, and I don't know if you liked the thought that I gave the last time we talked about him, but of him being able to get like a second level of buffs, whereas everyone else can only get like the first level, and his like special unique character thing is that he can buff you with like a 50% buff that can stack with the 30% buff.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I thought that was really fine.
Okay, so if we were to take into account that he is able to do that, I might make the buff random, by the way.
Yeah, that's alright.
And it would just be like spirit smithing could be like the name of it or something. But I might give him a 1.5.
0.5.
So his max HP at level 99 without any hit point increasing items would be 167. And he would start at level 1 with 20.
Okay.
And I would probably give him a 25 for SP. And that doesn't change other than using items to increase it.
Ready.
And then for the 6 stats of attack, defense, magic attack, magic defense, agility, luck, I give 50 points that you can spend between them. And the lowest you can have for anything is 1 point. So you can't just go straight 0 for magic or anything.
Right. Okay.
This is really good. This food is really good.
Is it really good?
I am digging this. This is exactly what I was craving.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, I don't really know how Dallo is going to play, or how you want him to play. But that's my general way of figuring out this game's stats.
Yeah. I was thinking he'd be a glass cannon type of little guy.
Okay.
'Cause he's just a blacksmith's son, but he's also fairly young. Not a
So-
warrior of any kind. He was the one who could do something, so he tried to do something.
Okay, so low defense though.
Yeah.
What about magic defense, which I have renamed in this game to willpower?
I
Yeah.
probably have quite a bit of that.
I would say he wasn't very lucky.
He was not very lucky. I mean, lucky and he made the final blow to free his parents, but unlucky that, well, that was it for him.
Okay, I'm just gonna put a 4 in luck.
Yeah, that works.
Defense. I think the lowest I have on defense is like a 5 somewhere. Might be Odin. Because he is just a multi. Oh, no. Odin has 7. Oh, right. Because he was very hardy in life. Like, you wouldn't expect it. That boy was very, very sturdy. Yeah, the lowest I have is a 5.
Okay, okay.
So I would probably put him on par with that one. Because...
Right.
And you can... I mean, you can buff him and increase that and stuff. Magic attack. Do you want him to be magically inclined at all? Any character can learn any spell in the game as long as you have the spell book to use on them.
Yeah, sure. He's a kid, you know what he would have done in his life.
Okay, well, I will give him a 9 in magic for now, and we can increase or decrease that.
Right, alright.
And basically what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to add them all up after I've given it and see how many points we have left over or need to take away.
Alright, alright.
And I'll put a 10 in attack for now. And we have willpower and speed / agility. So I'm actually going to put a 13 in willpower. And a 13 in agility, because I think you said in his backstory that he was pretty agile.
Yeah, I was doing quite a bit to evade the Cyclops before being caught.
Okay. Alright. I don't even know why I added the 4 to the last one for luck, but I need to reduce by 4.
Alrighty.
Alright, I reduced agility by 2, willpower by 1, and magic by 1. So his stats are now 10, 5, 8, 12, 11, and 4.
Alrighty.
And I can plus or minus whatever you think needs to be plus or minus. But overall, at the moment, besides luck and defense being his lowest stats, he's pretty balanced on everything else.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll work.
Okay. And by the time you reach max level of 99, I'm not changing the level cap. You will multiply your base stat by 10. That's of course without equipment.
Alright.
Which for those low stats means that it will always be terrible. Alright. And other than, you know, what kind of equipment you want him to wear, his stats are done.
Alrighty.
And yeah, I kind of pushed you into that, but... Have a good night, Brewhawk.
Have a good night.
Man, I'm trying to push through. Because I really do want to work on this, but my own brain isn't coming up with things to work on, which is why I was like forcing you to do some of this stuff with your character. And I kind of just don't want to do this after this week.
Yeah.
That almost 12-hour shift last night, like, really took out my energy for work, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, let's do something else.
I don't know. I kind of do want to do something else. I feel like I'm letting myself down a little bit, but I can get a good sleep tonight, and I can work more on this tomorrow for a little bit. And then whenever I don't have such a crazy week at work, I can have a proper Friday of making this, you know?
Absolutely.
Did I ever show you my sliding door, though?
I don't recall if you did.
Okay, well, let me show you that, and then we can end this stream, and then figure out something else to do for the rest of it.
Cool.
Okay, so this is my door that I made. I made a sliding glass door. I made that last week. And you can see through it and stuff. Yeah, look at that. Woo. And it opens no matter which one you go to. So there was a thing where it only worked on this square, right? And I wasn't thinking about it at all whenever I was testing it. So And then I went to the other ones, and then I would walk behind it, and then I'd be like behind the door without the thing actually activating.
Yeah.
So I had to put 3 more events right next to it that did the exact same as the original one, so that it would actually look good.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just a bunch of recolor work, and I put this this path here. I had it like a normal path, but I hated how square it looked, so I had to put it like in the rounded area, and like edited that so it would look nice.
Yeah.
I think I did that Saturday. But anyway, yeah, I especially like my my glass door from the inside whenever I'm able to walk behind it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I spent way too long during stream last week doing that. So that's the stuff that I do whenever I'm not tired and I'm actually being productive. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end this stream here. And Joey, if you'd like, we can. Well, if you wouldn't mind, we can come back to a stream with a video game and play it.
I mean, sure.
Yeah. So those of you here just for the RPG Maker stream, I'm sorry that today is not as great of a day. Once again, I will blame my 11.5-hour shift at work yesterday. But yeah, for those of you who won't be rejoining, I thank you all for coming. I thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. And I hope you all have a good night. And to those who will be coming back, I'll see you in just a minute.